Bonsoir Monsieur Coppola. Est-ce que ça vous est déjà arrivé de rentrer sur un décor ou une scène et de ne pas savoir où placer la caméra? Et si jamais ça vous est déjà arrivé, est-ce que vous avez un conseil à donner aux étudiants que nous sommes?
Well, I have had moments of terror many times when I first come on the set. In terms of where to put the camera, you ask yourself, you know, what do I want the audience to see? So that usually is a good start, and you put the camera which will give you a view that you think that the audience wants to see. But interestingly, that decision, which is a decision possibly of point of view, from whose point of view are you showing the scene? Are you showing it from a particular character? Are you showing it for some objective audience? Those decisions were the first decisions that began to change the modern novel, because if you go back to what is the first novel, you could say, I don't know, you could say Don Quixote, which is a certain kind of what we call picaresque novel. But in terms of the contemporary novel, maybe it was Goethe's Elective Affinities, which was a short dramatic novel. And after, in the early, you know, the development of the novel, let's just talk about that for a second, kept changing. And one of the first changes began to be the introduction of point of view. In Tolstoy, in maybe Anna Karenina, the first chapter is from the point of view of one character, and then the second chapter is from the point of view of another character. So changing the point of view of how you were writing it, telling it from the prince or whoever, of Anna, or I'm thinking in the early innovation of when the novel began to change, that was the first element. How do you handle the point of view, which is the same thing with the film director. Is like, whose point of view do you want the scene to be seen, or the whole movie do you want to be seen from some objective like theater audience, or do you want it to be this person seeing that? So some of these changes that happened in literature also are very relevant in directing a movie, and whose point of view are you going to show, and how do you do it? So I think very, very much the decision of where do I put the camera is similar if you were writing the screenplay, is whose point of view am I seeing the scene from? And then it goes on from there, and it becomes more complex, whether or not you're going to honor a point of view, or it's going to change. Also, a second consideration is in the novel is the manipulation of time. Is time going to flow pretty much in as we experience it, or is it going to take leaps? So both all of the work of the director and the actors and the writers do come upon the same decisions that you make when you decide how you're going to tell your story.